Hey everyone, I'm going to show you today how to make a really cool big kind of rose flower, grungy if you use the Tim Holtz Lost and Found paper, and that's what I'm using. And it is a great flower. It's using the largest die, or the largest flower, right there. And I'm just going to go ahead and start cutting away. I do more than one layer at a time. It just saves me time in the long run. So I can put 4 pieces in there, and my Cuttlebug does just fine. And okay, so I've got them all cut out here. Put my Cuttlebug away. I said in the video yesterday that I uploaded the owl tutorial, I said put the cricket away instead of the Cuttlebug, so that was kind of, I thought that was well, before my camera interrupted me by my battery dying, I was saying that it was kind of funny that yesterday in my owl tutorial I had my Cuttlebug out and I was like, let's put the cricket away instead of the Cuttlebug. So basically I just cut out all my shapes. I cut out 4. You can do these with 3, I think a lot of people do, but I've got these excess shapes. Some of them didn't come out completely because I didn't cover the entire die. Now I will go ahead set that aside. Ooh, that hurt. Okay. Hit my knee on the table. And what I'm gonna do actually is glimmer mist. I know this is a filthy towel, but glimmer mist these because I want them to be bluer. Okay, and next I'm going to cut away and then come back with dry flowers. Okay, now we're back and they're all dry. And I'm gonna ink the edges with, if I can find my ink thingy. I usually keep it over here, but no, actually I'm gonna use black soot to distress this time. Ooh, that was a squeaky noise. Okay, so my sponge here, and just gonna go around the edges of each petal very loosely. And if you're wondering which part of the paper I'm using, this is the bingo cards, and I'm using the opposite side. It has kind of a greenish tint, but I need them to be blue, so I use my Midnight Blue Glimmer Mist to make them blue. And this is very similar to the assembly of the Grunge roses. It's just a different shape, and it's a bigger flower, and I just wanted to show you this in case you have the die or thinking about getting it and didn't know what exactly you could do with the die, if it was worth your money. And oh my gosh, it has made me money because I've sold so many of these on Etsy, and I've used most of my Lost and Found paper on it though, so I didn't get to use a lot of it for myself. But that's my own choice. So I used that money to buy other things that made me happy for my craft show that I'm really hoping to do. And I'm almost done inking. You guys can stop hearing me banter here. Okay, we're all inked up. Next step is to take scissors and cut right to the middle of one, cut to the middle of another one, and then cut the petal out. Save the petal because you need that. Then the next one you're going to cut out 2 petals. Okay, and then this one we're going to leave alone. So I'm using my hot glue gun just for time purposes, and you're just going to fold it over like that so that you get this shape. And you'll do that with all the petals, or all the flowers that you cut petals on. I like using hot glue for this because it dries super fast. I don't have to wait at all. Using glossy accents, you have to wait a few seconds or a minute or so. And the bottom one, I'm just going to push the point down carefully, because if you don't, you're going to you'll rip the petals. And so I'm just going to push that down. And next step is I'm using the end of a paintbrush, and I'm curling the edges. This is super simple. And I thought I'd mention that these look great using the pattern side of the Lost and Found paper from Tim Holtz that I keep mentioning. And I've sold several sets on Etsy already, and this one is for someone on Etsy. I'm doing a trade with them. I'm getting a brass knuckles necklace in return for a couple flowers. And got one more here. Okay, and then on the ones that are pointy on the end, just cut off the point so that they sit lower. Same thing on this one right here. Next, I'm going to use my glue gun to adhere the 5 petal flower to the 6 petal one, and make sure that my petals don't line up, because I want them to be full, and don't want any spaces in between. Don't want it to look sparse. And just going to do the same thing right here. Okay, and my last one. Sort of. You've got another step to take, but and just wait for the glue to really set. And then next, we're going to take the petal, or the 2 petals that you cut out, and I'm going to bend those back. And then I'm going to bend them in this way. I'm going to bend this one in too, so that I can fold it over and have it look like that. And there are people that are a lot better at this part than I am, but I manage. So you basically just want the 2 petals to come out looking like that. And I'm going to cut off the pointy edge, glue it into the center of the flower, and then I'm going to do a similar thing with the lone petal that's left. Poor little petal. This one is harder to fold over on itself. It doesn't like to do that because it's so small. I usually end up just kind of folding it in half at the bottom and leaving it really bent back at the top. And then cut off a little bit of the end. Add glue and set it where I want it in there. And then I'm going to add and grab my leaf here. If I can get my leaf off. Actually, that one was torn. So, yeah, grab my leaf, another leaf. I'm cutting them off of a stem of a bouquet. And just gonna hot glue that and stick it right to the bottom. And my last step is to take a large pearl and glue it right down in the center. I like this because it adds a touch of glam to the grunge. And there we have the flower. So I hope this was a fun tutorial for you. I had fun doing it, and thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you enjoy my videos. Bye everyone.